Is my boyfriend faking the relationship until a big trip? My boyfriend and I have been dating for about 10 months. Things have been going well, but we had our first big fight about a week ago, and it feels like things are different. We have a trip planned in July that we have already paid for, and I'm concerned he may just be faking it until that trip and then will break up with me. He is also under a fair amount of stress at the moment, so I'm not sure if it's just that, and I'm being paranoid. Here's what I've noticed. Reduced frequency of saying I love you. He says I like you. He just seems overall more irritable and mood is more dysphoric. He doesn't text as much and inconsistently responds to my texts. Previously talked about plans first weekend in August, and when I asked about it last night he said, let me get back to you. He used to talk a lot about the future, kids, marriage, etc., which has essentially stopped, although he did tell me this weekend that he wants to marry me, under the influence. Things just feel off, and I'm not sure what's going on. He did share that in the moment of our argument he had doubts about our relationship, but stated that he doesn't have those now, assuming he's being honest about that. For context, he is conflict phobic and nothing mean was said in the midst of the conflict, nothing crazy, just kind of poor communication, and I needed a fair amount of time to process things to try to figure out what happened instead of just moving on, which frustrated him. He still calls me every day to talk, at least once, we hang out multiple times a week, and are going to visit his best friend this weekend. It would be a lot to keep up appearances, but I'm sure people do it. I am afraid I am projecting my fear onto him and sabotaging the relationship. Am I paranoid, or is he going to dump me after the trip in July? What else should I look out for? Any suggestions for what to do?